The baseball world is in absolute shock right now as Shohei Ohtani trade rumors are exploding across MLB. Yes, you've heard that right, the Dodgers' $700 million superstar, the face of baseball, and one of the most unstoppable two-way players in history is suddenly being mentioned in trade chatter. While the Dodgers have invested heavily in making Ohtani their cornerstone, insiders claim certain executives are quietly discussing what a potential blockbuster deal could look like if circumstances ever forced Los Angeles to listen. The very idea has sent shockwaves through the league, with fans panicking at the thought of losing Ohtani and rival teams dreaming about landing him. Could this just be smoke with no fire, or is MLB bracing for the most earth-shattering trade rumor of the decade? What is happening across Major League Baseball right now is nothing short of shocking. Shohei Ohtani, the face of baseball, the two-way superstar who has redefined what it means to be a player in this generation, is suddenly at the center of massive trade rumors that have exploded like wildfire across the league. Fans are in disbelief, insiders are scrambling to make sense of it, and front offices are buzzing behind closed doors as teams are reportedly checking in on the possibility of acquiring the biggest name in the sport. If you haven't yet, make sure to like this video and subscribe because this is one story you don't want to miss, and we're going to break it all down in detail. Shohei Ohtani has always been viewed as untouchable. After signing his record-breaking contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers, many believed he would spend the rest of his prime in Los Angeles, cementing his legacy alongside some of the most storied names in Dodgers history. But baseball has a way of delivering surprises that no one sees coming, and the whispers coming out of front offices have created a wave of speculation. What if the Dodgers, despite their mega investment, are at least willing to hear offers? What if another team is crazy enough and bold enough to put together a package that could actually land him? The idea sounds unthinkable, but it's exactly the type of blockbuster that gets the entire baseball world talking. The reason these rumors have exploded now has everything to do with timing. The Dodgers are in the middle of a season where expectations are sky high. With Ohtani on the roster, with Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman in the lineup, and with their pitching staff trying to hold together despite injuries, the Dodgers were supposed to dominate from wire to wire. Yet, questions are starting to creep in. The team has dealt with inconsistent performances, pitching depth issues, and concerns about how sustainable their current model is. When teams struggle, no matter how talented they are, whispers start to spread, and that's exactly how these trade rumors gain traction. Across the league, insiders report that multiple teams are at least making exploratory calls. Now, nobody truly believes the Dodgers are shopping Ohtani in the traditional sense, but the fact that some of baseball's biggest franchises are trying to test the waters says everything you need to know about his value. The Yankees, the Mets, the Cubs, the Giants, even dark horse teams like the Mariners and Rangers have all been linked in some way to at least checking in. Could you imagine Shohei Ohtani in pinstripes under the bright lights of New York? Could you see him leading the Cubs back to glory or pairing with Julio Rodriguez in Seattle? These scenarios might sound like fantasy baseball, but they're fueling discussions that feel very real to fans right now. So why would the Dodgers even entertain the idea? The truth is, baseball is a business. Ohtani's contract is enormous, and while his marketability and talent make him worth every penny, it also means the Dodgers have locked themselves into a very specific financial path. If there's one thing we know about Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers front office, it's that they are always thinking 2 or 3 years ahead. What if they felt they could balance their roster differently by moving Ohtani in exchange for a massive haul of top prospects and controllable talent? The idea may sound crazy, but so did Babe Ruth being sold to the Yankees once upon a time, so did Nolan Arenado leaving Colorado, so did Juan Soto being dealt by the Nationals. Baseball's history is filled with unthinkable moves that ended up changing the entire sport. And then there's Ohtani himself. The superstar has never been one to publicly complain, but we know he is driven by winning. After spending years with the Angels watching October baseball from the couch instead of the mound or the batter's box, Ohtani chose the Dodgers for a chance at glory. But what happens if the Dodgers fall short, if they struggle, if the team doesn't live up to expectations? Would Ohtani, behind closed doors, be asking questions about the long-term vision? Players of his caliber hold enormous influence, and sometimes even the smallest doubt can spark the kind of rumors we're seeing now. On social media, fans are absolutely going wild. Dodgers fans are mostly in denial, insisting there's no way the franchise would move the most electric player in baseball. Some Yankee fans are already photoshopping Ohtani into their lineups, imagining him launching balls into the right field stands at Yankee Stadium. Cubs fans are dreaming of a Wrigley Field summer filled with Ohtani bombs and sold-out crowds unlike anything Chicago has seen in years. And Mariners fans? They're pointing out that Ohtani has always had a soft spot for Seattle, remembering that the team was a finalist in his original posting sweepstakes. The idea of pairing him with Rodriguez is enough to make the Pacific Northwest lose its mind. Insiders say that if any team wanted to actually land Ohtani, the price would be beyond historic. We're not talking about one or two top prospects. We're talking about entire farm systems being gutted, multiple major league-ready players being shipped out, and a package so overwhelming that it could reshape the future of a franchise for a decade. Think back to the Herschel Walker trade in football, or even the Juan Soto deal. This would blow those out of the water. The Dodgers, of course, would not make such a move lightly, but if the right offer landed on the table, could they at least pause and think about it? That's the bombshell question at the heart of all of this. Another angle worth considering is how this would reshape the balance of power in Major League Baseball. If Ohtani were to join the Yankees, suddenly the American League East might be locked down for years to come. If he went to the Mets, Steve Cohen's big spending vision could finally have its centerpiece. If he joined the Mariners, you might see an entirely new baseball powerhouse rise in the Pacific Northwest. At the end of the day, will Ohtani actually be traded? Most experts still say no. The Dodgers didn't commit that kind of money to simply turn around and flip him. But the fact that these rumors have spread the way they have tells you how much uncertainty exists in the game right now. And if history has taught us anything, it's that nothing is ever truly impossible in sports. One phone call, one meeting, one desperate owner willing to go all in could be enough to spark the most shocking trade in baseball history. Fans will keep speculating, insiders will keep chasing every whisper, and until the trade deadline passes, these bombshell rumors will continue to dominate the conversation. Whether it's reality or just smoke and mirrors, Shohei Ohtani's name being linked to potential trades is enough to electrify the sport. Every at-bat he takes, every inning he pitches, fans will be wondering, could this be his last in Dodger blue? So buckle up, because this story isn't going away anytime soon. The bombshell Ohtani trade rumors have already exploded across Major League Baseball, and whether or not they turn into reality, one thing is certain: this is the kind of drama that makes baseball the most unpredictable, thrilling, and emotional game in the world. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay on top of every shocking twist in the MLB, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more updates. Who knows, the next time we talk about Shohei Ohtani, it might not just be a rumor, it might be history in the making.